What is going on YouTube? Welcome to a new episode and potential series that I'm going to be doing. It's a squad builder, so I'll play 3 games with the squad at the end of the game, and this one is a BPL 4-2-3-1 wide formation. It's worth between 95k and 100k on Xbox, and it was actually really good to play with. First off in goal was David De Gea, 2,800 coins, which you can't moan at all. 87 diving, 88 reflexes, 6'4", and there are better keepers, there's no doubt about that in the league. But for the price, I thought he was the best keeper for his price. Whilst looking at him, he's got good kicking as well, because I like to play around on the floor a little bit, so that can come in handy. Left back, I went with the highest rated in the league, which was Leighton Baines. Cost me around 4,000 coins. But the thing I like about Baines, he really does complement my left mid, which you will see soon. He gets forward very well with his high medium work rates, which isn't always ideal. I do like high on full-backs, but he does get back regardless. The other thing I do really like about Baines is that he can take penalties, free kicks and corners, and he's left-footed, so that is a real bonus of having him in your side. As I say, he's got a decent weak foot as well, 4k. I don't think you can go wrong with him. Centre back, I went with inform Ashley Williams. Now, I don't think the Premier League are blessed with too many very good centre backs. There are 1 or 2 that I've tried out, the likes of Vertonghen and Mangala, which I'm not too keen on at all. He's got very good work rates, 84 defending and 84 physical, which I do like. I like high physical and high defending mixed with a little bit of pace, and 71 pace isn't too much. I think it was 26k I bought him for. So he's not a bad player. You know, you probably could get cheaper. And next to him, I've gone with the old reliable Gary Cahill, 6'4", so on set pieces and things he can really be dangerous. He's got medium work rate, which I don't like too much. I'd rather have medium high, but still he's got very good pace. Again, high defensive stats, and he's got decent physical. That could be better as well. But to play with, he's probably one of the best centre backs. Probably the centre back bar company in the Premier League. So yeah, really happy with that partnership. On the right hand side, I've got Pablo Zabaleta. There's the high work rates that I really do like. I know people like to have quick fullbacks, but I don't think you necessarily need them. He's got the high defending stats again, and he's got very good physical as well for a right back. Dribbling, passing, which is all very high, very well rounded card. He does get forward really well, and he's just really a solid addition. And then I will move on to the CDMs. MATIC, who is one of the best players in this team, and I mean that sincerely. He's only 1,000 coins, medium high work rate, so he's going to sit in front of that back four and marshal it. 85 physical and 6'4" really does make a difference. It's like having a ball playing centre back in the middle of that park. So yeah, he's really good, and don't get me wrong, he can get forward and he can score goals as well. He's got an absolute bullet of a shot, and I really think he does complement the other CDM very well. Left-footed as well, so it's always nice to have a mix in there. The other CDM is the well-rounded card, Fernandinho, 78 pace. He's very quick for a central midfielder, and everything else is just really quite well-rounded. 82 pass, so he can pick up pass. He can be a bit of like a playmaker from that deep position. Medium high as well, so they're really going to sit in these two and protect that back four. So when you're coming up against people who have got million coin teams, with the likes of Aguero, Sanchez, you've got them two really sitting in front, and you can break out as well, which is really good. Good weak foot as well. I'll just add on him as well. From the left, I'm not too much of a fan of Charlotte and Ashley Young, and they're the only 2 pacey left mids that you've got. So I've gone with quality with David Silva, and his dribbling is absolutely phenomenal. As you can see there, 89 dribbling. You won't be able to get the ball off him if you're just dribbling it around with him. His passing as well, he can pick a pass, and he's probably the best winger that I've used where you use the triple tap cross. Absolutely fantastic. You know, the amount of goals I've scored from that with him is ridiculous. He's got a decent shot as well. He can also take corners, free kicks and all that stuff. So you got full of them. High-low work rates. I'd probably prefer high-medium, but who are you going to tell David Silva to work back? On the other side, I've gone a little bit more opposite. I've tried to use a bit more pace, which I think you need if you're going to go with SILVA. Bit of an outlet on that side with WILLIAN. High defensive work rate, which is absolutely fantastic. He's got a weak foot, 4-star weak foot, which is really good. And I know there are other right mids, you know, you got Sanchez, Morales, and Navas and people like that who are quick on that right hand side. But for me, he just pips it. Sanchez probably will be better, but you're gonna have to pay 70k if you're on Xbox, 100k if you're on PlayStation or something like that. So yeah, for me, he's fantastic. Really do like the work rates on him. And then centre attacking mid, I've gone with ROONEY, who is an absolute animal. 87 physical. 87 shot, and that says it all really. If you want to play him deeper, he's gonna just score goals from his long range efforts. He's passing as well, as you'll probably see later. His through balls absolutely phenomenal. 76 pace, 82 passing as well. High work rate, so he's gonna get back to this team. He's really gonna work hard for you, and he will get goals as well. There's no doubt in my mind of that. He'll take penalties, free kicks, corners, the lot. So you've got plenty of kick takers in this side. And then up front you've got STURRIDGE, who might be a bit of a generic player. I wasn't a fan of his medium low work rates at first, but he doesn't seem like he has a medium low work rate. I'm not gonna lie, he stays up there, which is what you want really when you've got ROONEY dropping back. 89 pace, 82 shots. Some of his finesse shots from the angles are absolutely, like, I don't know how they're going, genuinely. So really happy with him as well. And him and ROONEY work really well together, with ROONEY's passing ability as well, for him to turn and get the through ball. So we'll jump right into our first game. He played a 5-2-1-2 formation. Casillas, Albert and Alvarez wing backs, Pepe, Godin, PK centre backs, Cruz, Modric, Rodriguez, and then up front Mandzukic and Benzema. And this was my fault. I paused the game stupidly and didn't react quick enough, so Ashley Williams lost the ball and I couldn't recover. And this again is just more bad defending from me rather than the team. However, Rodriguez does beat ZABALETA in the air, and that is something that I wasn't too keen of, I've got to admit. So the stats at half time, you can see there wasn't a lot in it at all. Played some really good football at the start of the second half. Fernandinho probably should be putting that away. It's a good save from Casillas, but from the resulting corner, go front post, Willian whips one in, and Gary Cahill puts a very good header away. And that's what I was saying before, you know, he's good in his set pieces. 6'4", and he's really done well. Run across his man and flick that into the opposite corner. So very happy with him in set pieces. This team is a danger. You got a couple of big men in there, and then we started to play some really nice stuff. Second half, you know, ROONEY starts getting into the game, MATIC, as you can probably see here, and I thought this was really nice football. STURRIDGE used his pace, and David Silva had this chance. Maybe could have done better. Maybe I should have pulled it back, but it's a weak effort. I've got to admit. But it broke well, and they exploited that 3 at the 5 at the back formation really well. Stats at half time, as you can see, you know, dominating possession. They're honestly a really good team to keep the ball with, and I think that's down to the two CDMs recovering and interceptions. Again, this was really nice play, and probably should do a little bit better. ROONEY might score. Casillas was brought out quickly, so it was good play on his behalf, and then STURRIDGE just flicks it over the bar. Then a loss of concentration really. ZABALETA, who I like to give the ball to because he is good on the ball, loses out here, and it's poor defending. Cahill dives in, and he absolutely does Williams, and that's some lovely analog work from him, I've got to admit. So kind of looking at De Gea a little bit there, maybe he could have done a bit better, but we kept pushing on, and this team allows you to do it at the possession now. SILVA again, another chance at the back stick, could have maybe done better. And again, we opened up once more. MATIC into Fernandinho, who just slides it down. Again, maybe if you just had that incisiveness of a left mid, SILVA would have done better. STURRIDGE misses that one as well, and that leads us on to full time. And as you can probably see with the stats in a moment, that it was a pretty even game. Each having 12 shots, each having 7 on target. I dominated possession, but we just couldn't put our chances away, and we did have them as well. SILVA was looking at a little bit and thinking maybe he could have had a few. So we get into the second game, another 3 at the back formation, Brazilian team with Lacazette up front, Douglas Costa, Bernard, Moura, WILLIAN, Fernandinho, Ramirez, Luis, Silva, Alves, and Alves in goal as well. And it was a great tackle from Kale, and we actually broke on this team, if you believe it or not, with their pace. MATIC, lovely 1-2 between Rooney and Sturridge, and this is what I love about Sturridge. Holds off David Luiz and then smashes it in near post on his right foot, and that we didn't see enough of that from him in the first game, but he can do that. I'm pretty sure most of you know about Daniel Sturridge and how good he actually is. So quick, and you know how much of a beast David Luiz is on the game as well. He just smashes at home near post, gives the keeper no chance. But then again, from me rather than the team, a little bit of lack of concentration from kickoff. I'm playing it around relatively nicely, but I'll try a stupid 1-2 there. There's no need to dive in with Kale's awful defending. Williams brought him down, no grievance. That was a red card or a penalty. And Williams, I've got to admit, hasn't been brilliant. He's probably the one, you know, for 25k or whatever, that I want to be dominating in that back four, but he really didn't do it, and then he smashed a penalty home. As you can see, again, dominated possession. I moved Matic into centre back and Rooney into centre mid for the remainder of the game, and it really did start lagging. He brought Remy on at half time, and I cannot play in this lag at all. You know, I'm diving out everywhere. And he just smashes one near post. If you will see in a replay in a moment though, David De Gea really needs to be doing better with this. He said he's near post. I mean, it is hit from a close range with a bit of power, but I think he's got to be doing really better with that. So Williams and De Gea may be two players that I would look at doing. Brings us to the end of the game. We did have one or two more chances, and again we dominated possession with the 10 men, but we just couldn't find that incisive cutting edge. So end of the game, 2 losses in a row, which is very uncharacteristic. And then on to our third game, which was a really good team. We came up against Sanchez, Aguero, Cuadrado, Toure, Di Maria, Walker and Clichy fullbacks, Vertonghen and company. Metasaku could have been a bit of a weak point, but it turned out he wasn't, and then Lloris in goal. But I was determined to get a win with these guys, and I went out full power, fast play, and another fantastic ball from Rooney, and Sturridge does not miss them. Finesse shot on his left foot, he'll eat them up all day long, and that's what I was on about the partnership with Rooney and Sturridge. And we've honestly played some really good football. This is just to illustrate how good Sergio Aguero is. You know, he's gone past Williams there. Kale, he's bounced off him, and maybe could have done a little bit better with the finish, but he's absolutely like unreal and almost impossible to play against. They were a bit unlucky here as well when they hit the post. Right on half time, good clearance away from Zabaleta. So, you know, not the best performance in the world, but we were winning. You know, it was probably the worst we've played, and we won a lot, but I suppose that's just the way FIFA works. Again, they really do play some lovely football, this team do. In the box again, got a little bit lucky with the ball falling to Sturridge, and then we smashed the post, but then they go right up against the other field, and just Sergio Aguero. I mean, this is bad defending again, don't get me wrong, it really is, but he's absolutely unplayable at times. He's bouncing off players, he's getting around, and they get unlucky again, and I've grasped that up very happily there. Which brings us to the end of the game. So we managed to get away with a 1-0 win here. Just to let you guys know, this is in Division 4, so we're coming up against some decent teams and decent players, and you look at the stats and, you know, maybe a draw was probably a fair result or something like that. But yeah, overall, I'm very happy with the team. I know I probably didn't show in the results all the performances, and it was down to my bad defending more than anything, but pretty solid. The midfield's good. The 2 players I probably would look at getting rid of is De Gea and maybe inform Williams, where you can get cheaper replacements for Williams, and then maybe Czech or someone in goal. But other than that, really impressed with the team. Sturridge and Rooney worked really well. If you like this video, guys, please drop it a thumbs up, like, share, do whatever you need to. I'm going to be coming back with a little bit more of an unusual squad builder after this episode, so it's more of a hybrid team and something you might not have seen before. I recognise this was a bit of a generic side that I put out, but it's good to play with, and as I say, if you like the video, please drop it a like and share it with your friends. Thank you all for watching.